The Senate Homeland Security Chair is blasting FBI Director Christopher Wray and DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas today for breaking a 15-year precedent, briefing the committee publicly about the threats facing our world right now. The FBI responded to the idea of them not showing in a statement, writing, FBI leaders have testified extensively in public settings and believe the committee would benefit most from further substantive discussions and additional information that can only be provided in a classified setting. Well, that comes as Vice President-elect J.D. Vance is signaling Wray could soon be out of a job anyway once Donald Trump gets back to the White House. I want to bring in former FBI supervisor and former member of the FBI hostage rescue team, Rob D'Amico. So, Rob, look, this has gotten pretty intense, this back and forth. I want to play what Republican Senator Josh Hawley said about this.
And you could see the anger from Chairman Peters this morning, which I appreciated because it really is outrageous. And I have to tell you, Director Wray is serving a 10-year term. His tenure at the FBI has been marked by one disaster after another. And things like this, where he now will not testify in public, it is unbelievable that they're just flat out refusing to testify. We ought to subpoena them. That's what we ought to do. And if they won't come, then we should hold them in contempt.
Well, look, Democrats would strongly disagree with the second part of that, but several of them have said publicly they agree with the first, that he should show up. I wonder what you make of Wray and Mayorkas' decision to skip it.
Well, I think with everything happening right now, it's one of those things, like they don't want to get up there because I think it's going to be a show and they don't want to do it. They know their jobs are probably going to end soon after the inauguration. And it's kind of like, why do it at that point? Because it's going to give everyone a platform to start doing their agenda to remove the Director Wray.
So let me play devil's advocate, okay? And I think the other side of that is that they've been having these hearings since 9/11. I mean, that's the point that some of the Democratic senators were making, that the American people have the right to this information. Where are we now? What's happening when it comes to national security? And look, nobody who goes on Capitol Hill these days, particularly a Democrat in front of a Republican-led committee, doesn't understand that it's going to be tough going. So is that enough of an argument not to do it?
I don't think so. I think you stick with the president. I think the American people need to hear it, but you really aren't getting the true threat streams. You're getting the overall stuff that you can talk to the public. If there's something so sensitive that was going on that they didn't want to discuss it, they would have closed doors. And you would rather have a meeting, a hearing where you don't even talk about the threat stream that you really do know about, so that the bad guys don't hear you talking about it. And it just looks like it's everyday normal. If you say, hey, there's something really sensitive going on and you're a terrorist planning something, you're like, oh, now they know that, you know. So I don't think that holds water. I think it was just a generic thing to put off, which I don't agree with. And I think they're trying to really figure out what's going on. And I think the fact that they're going to get rid of Wray as soon as inauguration comes, they haven't hid that. And why put yourself in that platform when you can just put it off? So it's not an arena for everyone to get out what you did wrong, so that's a reason you get fired.
Rob D'Amico, it's always good to see you. Thank you.